Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K23 Next Gen. In today's video, we are back with another off-season rebuild, and today we have the San Antonio Spurs. Last season, the Spurs went 22-60. It was the second worst record in all of basketball, and obviously they won the Victor Wembanyama lottery sweepstakes, and he is now their franchise player that they are going to be building around for the foreseeable future. Now, this is a Spurs team that has not really been good in a couple years now, I would say. A lot of speculation this next season could have possibly been Greg Popovich's last. He ended up signing a 5-year extension, so does not look like the man, the myth, the legend is going to be going anywhere anytime soon. This is a Spurs team that obviously does need some work to it, but building around Victor Wembanyama is going to make this process a little bit easier. And I'm hoping to bring another championship to San Antonio. They tend to win lots of these. And finally, before we do get into the video, let me know down below in the comments section what are some other videos that you guys want to see. We can do some historic rebuilds, rebuild challenges, whatever you guys really want to see. Obviously, we're looking for things to do right now to pass the time until 2K24. And I also got a suggestion, and I want to kind of hear your guys' opinions on it, on whether you'd want to see the video or not. It was pointed out to me that I haven't done any sort of Q&A in a very long time. Now, I do one. I'd be happy to. I think they're pretty fun. You guys can ask me questions about really whatever you want, whether it's basketball, real life, any other sport, whatever. Literally anything. If you guys want to see it, just let me know down below in the comment section. Now, you don't have to put your questions down there. I'll actually make a post on my community tab for that. But if you want to see that kind of video, I'd be happy to do it. Let me know down below in the comment section. If you don't worry about it at all. We will stick to rebuilds. But yeah, man, this is a Spurs team that obviously has some nice young pieces now led by Victor Wembanyama. We're going to go ahead and build around them today and hopefully bring another championship to San Antonio. Let's get into it. So I'll tell you right off the bat, I don't know how many years this rebuild is going to be. The way I've been doing it with some of these younger cores are basically just rebuild until you win a championship. Now, if for some reason that championship comes in year 2, I'll obviously do a third season. But if it comes in year 4, we're done after year 4, so on and so forth. You guys hopefully understand. So let's get into this Spurs roster. Obviously, the majority of this offseason is basically over already. We can still go ahead and give our thoughts on the roster. So Tre Jones is here. He's the highest overall in terms of our point guards. He's 23 years old, and he's on a pretty good contract. That being said, I don't know if Tre Jones is a starting point guard on a championship caliber team. He could be a tremendous backup point guard option for us coming off the bench, but we will see. They also traded for Cameron Payne this offseason, a trade that I honestly kind of forgot about, to be completely honest with you. Like, just literally slipped my mind. But yeah, Cameron Payne is a San Antonio Spur. Devontae Graham, I don't love that contract. We'll see what we end up doing with him. And then Blake Wesley is here as well, only 20 years old. Shooting guard spot. Devin Vassell is somebody who actually develops pretty well, and if he can continue to do that in today's video, he will probably be my starter the entire time, only 22 years old at that 81 overall. Malachi Branham is somebody, again, I think could be a really important piece for me off the bench throughout this video. Hopefully he stays on a good pace, if you will, in terms of progression. Sid Sissy, I think it's Sid, is it Sid? I forget how to pronounce his name, but I don't want to say Sissy, it kind of sounds sad, but he was a second-round pick in this past year's draft. Keldon Johnson is locked up long-term right now, again, on a very good contract, and at only 23 years old, if he continues to develop and play well, he'll probably be here the entire time. Chetty Osman came over in a trade at Doug McDermott, and then Julian Champagne, I don't fucking know, is here as well. I know they signed him to a 4-year deal. Obviously, Victor Wembanyama, super excited to build around him today. He develops super well. Typically, he wins like 2+ Defensive Player of the Years throughout these videos, and hopefully that doesn't change today. Jeremy Sohan, again, is probably going to be a bench piece for me now. I don't know how they're going to run the lineup exactly in real life, but here in the game right now, I'll probably have Sohan come off the bench. It's TBD, though. Reggie Bullock is here, good depth piece, and then Lamar Stevens as well. Center spot, Zach Collins, Charles Bassey, Keem Birch, and I cannot pronounce Sandro's here last name for the love of me, but yeah, Sandro is here as well. So it's an interesting team. They're by no means any sort of contender next season, and let's be honest with each other, they're probably not even going to be very good next season. But obviously, Victor Wembanyama is now here. He's the generational prospect. He's going to sell jerseys. He's going to sell tickets. It's exactly what the Spurs organization wants him to do. So at this point in time, I think there's a couple smaller trades we can make. This roster is by no means kind of finalized for how the core is going to look throughout this video, but as of now, I think there are a couple moves we can make to potentially upgrade this team in the long run. So let's go make those trades. First trade here is going to be coming with the Milwaukee Bucks. Lamar Stevens heading over to Milwaukee. We're going to acquire Robin Lopez. As I'm sure many of you can tell and probably figure out, we're really only doing this trade to pick up a draft pick. At the end of the day, Lamar Stevens, I think, was our 4th ranked power forward in terms of overall, and obviously was not going to be getting much time here. So first round pick, it seems very, very fair to me, and honestly very, very happy with that first move. In terms of other trades, kind of breaking down this roster, I wouldn't mind moving Devontae Graham. I wouldn't mind necessarily moving Doug McDermott. The unfortunate thing is, though, that we're at a point in the offseason where a lot of teams basically don't have any cap space left. And so, unfortunately, they really can't take on the bigger contracts or draft picks like I typically like to do. But I'll try to maybe make a few more trades, but I wouldn't be expecting anything too major. I'll show you guys if I have something. I have no idea why Cleveland wants to do this, but I'm going to take advantage of it. It's going to be Cam Birch and Reggie Bullock heading over to Cleveland for Max Strus and a future first-round pick. Obviously, Max Strus was kind of Cleveland's, I don't know, big free agent this offseason, I guess. And yeah, apparently they want to move him already and include a draft pick in that. So I don't know whether that's to clear up cap space down the line or whatever it may be. But I'll take the Max Strus contract at some point. He'll probably just be traded, or hell, maybe he'll even play right now. I mean, I really don't know. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to maximize the assets with some of these role players that really aren't going to play here. So I think that makes the most sense. I might have a couple other ones. If not, see you guys at the start of year one. And with that addition of Max Strus, we really no longer need Chetty Osman. So we're going to package him in a trade with Robin Lopez for Javon Carter and another future first-round pick. This is probably going to be the last trade, but overall-wise, acquiring another asset for two guys who probably, let's be honest, we're not going to play kind of feels like a win to me. So I don't necessarily mind having guys on this roster that are not going to play. The one thing I kind of want to make sure that I have right now is guys that are locked up on multi-year contracts. So come next offseason, whether I'm getting a pick or including them in a bigger move or whatever it really may be, I really do think that's smart. So there's a couple guys here, like I know McDermott's expiring, I believe, but other than that, there's really nobody major, I don't think. So I am all set for now. I'll see you guys at the start of year one. We're here at the start of year one with the rotation. Real quick before we go over this, I just want to show you guys. So we had 17 players on the roster. Obviously, you cannot have 17 players on a roster, so I made a couple smaller, really kind of minuscule moves. Whoops, that's not what I was looking for. We just picked up a couple second-round picks. Here are the two trades. It was Sandro and Doug. I mean, it's nothing too major. So let's get into this rotation right now. Here's how it's going to look. It's going to be Trey Jones, Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, and Zach Collins. Really not a ton of surprises in the starting lineup. I think there's maybe an argument to play Victor Wembanyama at the center spot, have Sohan in that starting five, but again, that's something we could reassess come off-season time. Malachi Branham was going to be my sixth man, and followed by Jeremy Sohan, Cameron Payne, Max Strus, and then Charles Bassey. So, again, it's an interesting team because most of the time, I don't typically have guys like Devontae Graham and Javon Carter locked up on multi-year deals as like my 11th and 12th guys. Typically, those are just like salary filler guys on minimum contracts. So, it's an interesting dynamic to this team, but I do think this team has some promise down the line. I'm not saying we're going to be good this year. I think down the line, though, we definitely could be. So, excited, I guess, to see how year one goes. Hopefully, Victor Wembanyama wins the Rookie of the Year. But other than that, I'm not really looking too forward to much. So, see you guys at the end of year one. Year one is officially over. And let me just say this. Thank God. We went 26-56 on the year. It was not a very fun regular season for us. And, yeah, we're officially looking forward to next offseason. Donovan Mitchell winning an MVP. You do not see that one too often, but yeah, he played very, very well. 37 points a game. Holy hell. Victor Wembanyama does win a Rookie of the Year for us. Just an absolutely mind-boggling rookie campaign, and we're very excited to have him here. Ben Simmons, sixth man of the year. Giannis is your depoy. Darius Garland, most improved. Quinn Snyder wins Coach of the Year. So the faster we get to the offseason, the better. We'll take a full look at the standings right now. I mean, just worst record in the Western Conference, second worst record in all of basketball. I mean, just absolutely not a fun year whatsoever, and is what it is at this point. Here's a look at the numbers on the year. What I can kind of tell right off the rip is it's like abundantly obvious we need another scorer. I mean, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama are probably not a 1-2 punch on a championship team. I mean, to be fair, this game does love Victor Wembanyama, but let's pump the brakes a little bit. I do think there's somebody else out there for us. So who that is, I have no idea. We will see. It is going to be a Pelicans and a Celtics finals. Let's sim through it real quick. And the Celtics end up winning in 6. And my glorious king, Jason Tatum, out here winning finals MVP. You'll love to see it, baby. It's coming soon. I promise you. All right, let's hit the draft lottery. Hopefully we get a little bit lucky in this draft lottery. I think that would honestly be great. We're also projected number 14 to Charlotte. Now, hear me out on this. I did a Hornets rebuild yesterday, or well, technically today, but you saw it yesterday. And I looked it up. I fact-checked it because I wanted to know what the actual protections on the pick were, and it's lottery protected. I'll probably give it back if it's at number 14. It's really not going to make that big of a difference. We end up with the number 6 overall selection, which really sucks, and that's not very fun. We do also have 14 from the Hornets, and although technically it's lottery protected, so I'm going to give the Hornets back their pick, and it's lottery protected next year as well, so I'll just do this swap. I'll get that done. Hopefully Pop didn't retire. Okay, thank God. Greg Popovich is not going anywhere. We're up to the draft. I'm going to trade that pick back to Charlotte, and I'll see you guys with whatever move is next. So with the 6th overall selection, we obviously have some options. Now, thinking about this team and kind of the way it's constructed, right off the rip, there are 2 things that are kind of abundantly obvious to me. We need 2 upgrades in the starting lineup for sure, at a minimum. I think we need a new point guard and a new center. It's nothing against Zach Collins or Trey Jones. I think they're just going to be better for us coming off the bench. That's kind of the honest reality of the situation we're in right now. Devin Vassell is going to be kind of a year-to-year basis for me. Again, I don't know if it's his scoring or shot tendency or whatever the hell it is, but going from 18.5 points to about 13 is pretty tricky. Although we did add Victor Wembanyama, obviously scoring the basketball at an elite level, but yeah, it's pretty tricky to see. I'm also just curious. Like, I was never going to trade him. I just wanted to see what the offers were. All right, so I think there is probably a major trade coming. I don't know whether I'm going to move up in this draft. I mean, none of these centers really get me too excited. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. I want to try to pull off a big trade here with Cleveland. Darius Garland performs extremely well in this game. I mean, hell, sometimes he wins MVPs. And obviously, he would be a huge upgrade for us at the point guard spot. Now, I didn't think they were going to take that trade straight up. We do have some players here that are on some sort of contracts that I wouldn't mind necessarily giving up. So, obviously, it's probably going to cost us something pretty valuable to make this trade. I'd give up the Hornets pick next year. They're not going to do that. How about if I throw in, honestly, I'll do my first next year. They agree to it. All right, so that's obviously a big risk because if we suck, we are not going to have our draft pick next year. But I do think the addition of Darius Garland should hopefully help us out a lot. Now we are still in the market to hopefully go out and find an upgrade at that center spot, whatever it may be. I do not know. But I do think there's a player out there for us. In terms of these second-round picks, I don't really need them. Thank you very much, Boston. And now let's head up to team player options. Branham, Sohan, Bassi, Wesley, and Cisse can come back as well. Cisse, I'm horrible with names. You all know that. Vassell will definitely be qualified. I'm interested to see how much he asks for after somewhat a down season, I would say. We don't really have Anthony Davis money. I mean, if I want to go get him, I'd probably have to renounce the rights here on everybody. And hell, let's be honest with each other. He's probably not signing with us anyways. I mean, Sabonis could be an interesting one, though. He has a pretty big offer from the Kings. Oh, wait, I'm not going to... Nope, not going to do that because technically he signed his extension in real life. So, no, I'm not going to do that. Would be a little fun, but it will also be a little cheesy. I know Porzingis also signed his extension with the Celtics. So, yeah, basically puts us at square one. I'm assuming that Nick Claxton, whatever offer he gets or accepts, is going to get matched by Brooklyn. Probably not even worth it to go out and try to, sign him. So, I think another trade is on the horizon. What it is, I do not know yet. But, yeah, I'll see you guys with it. I'd love to try to go out and get Alperen Şengün. He's actually pretty easy to trade for, if my memory serves me correctly. And obviously, he's a very exciting young player. And he'd be a huge upgrade at the center spot. So this is the offer. All these guys are rotation pieces, or some of them are not even in the rotation. If it can help me out against Şengün, I will obviously do it. So we're going to have to give up some sort of assets. I'll give up this Atlanta Hawks pick. They are always good, and that's it. That's all it took to get Alperen Şengün. He's 21 years old. He's a very good young player, basically a double-double, looks like every single night, and very excited to have him here. So we've made the upgrades that we needed in the starting lineup, so the starting 5 is now complete. In terms of the bench unit, we're definitely going to have to make some decisions, but first and foremost, I do want to get Devin Vassell back. He wants about $15 million a year. It's not terrible. I can definitely live with that. In terms of the backup point guard spot, it's just going to be Trey Jones now. I think I'm just going to let Cameron Payne walk, and then other than that, maybe a new backup small forward, but pretty content besides that. So maybe Zach Collins can come back as well, but let's just wait at this point in time. I do not want to renounce Zach Collins. I will renounce Cameron Payne, and I'm going to wait on Vassell. So I'm liking the kind of the direction this team's honestly looking for. I think we've set ourselves up well for success down the line, and I'm pretty happy overall. So Vassell's coming back on a 4-year, $71 million deal. And then in terms of our backup center spot and small forward, that's something we got to keep an eye on as well. Jonathan Isaac could provide some defense to this team. Ooh, I like Josh Hart a lot, though. Yeah, let me bring in Josh. I'm a big Josh Hart fan. Let me bring in Josh Hart. And, yeah, so he's coming in and... Yeah, okay, so I have to renounce Collins. That's fine. I'm going to bring in Josh Hart, and then in terms of the backup center spots and options for me, I don't find anybody I like. which means we're going to sign Cameron Payne and do a little bit of a cheesy sign-and trade because honestly, I think that makes the most sense for me. Oops, that's the wrong way. So Cameron Payne, some sort of center. Again, I don't need some stud. I don't really want to give up a first-round pick, but Brandon Clark would be an elite option. Thomas Bryant's not bad. Oh, man. I like a lot of these options. I don't know if I want to give up the pick, but you know what? Fuck it. What pick is it, actually? It is, it's our pick in 28. Yeah, whatever. Brandon Clark's going to be a good backup center option for me. I'm excited to have him here. In terms of Champagne, I don't really think we need him too much. If I actually recuperate an asset, because I have traded a lot of draft picks this offseason. Thank you very much, Los Angeles. I'll see you guys at the start of year 2. So that was a pretty crazy offseason. We went ahead and made a couple changes. We have 2 new starters on this team. This bench looks entirely different, and I'm really excited for kind of the future of this franchise. So it's going to be Darius Garland at Devin Vassell, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Alperen Şengün. The bench unit is completely reworked. It's Malachi Branham, Jeremy Sohan, Trey Jones, Josh Hart, and Brandon Clark. I like it quite a bit. We've added some good veteran pieces. We've added some good young pieces. Obviously, the development and the emergence of Victor Wembanyama is going to be great. Darius Garland playing, hopefully at an MVP level, because that's how 2K thinks he is. But really excited to see what happens. We should be a playoff team. I'll see you guys at the end of year number 2. I actually can't believe it. Victor Wembanyama winning an MVP here at the end of our second season. We go 56-26 on the year, which is obviously great. But honestly, I'm not shocked about how much 2K kind of likes this man. And he played well. Give him credit. Noah Clowney's your Rookie of the Year. Well, so wasn't he 2023? I don't know. Maybe he's in the G League. Markelle Fultz has a new home in Dallas, winning 6th Man of the Year. Victor Wembanyama also wins Depoy. Charles Bassey, Most Improved. JB Bickerstaff wins Coach of the Year. All right, so I think it's safe to say we're a contender. We're the number 1 seed here in the Western Conference, second best record in all of basketball. And I'm surprised. I really, really am. I mean, I knew this team was going to be good. To be quite honest, I didn't think we were going to have an MVP in year 2, but hell, I'll take it. Who's going to be round 1? It's going to be the 8-seeded Memphis Grizzlies here. Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, Zachary Rizicher, Triple J, Onyeka Okongwu, Marcus Smart, Josh Christopher. All right, that's a really good playing team. That's kind of the best thing I can say about the Memphis Grizzlies. We're up 3-0. They make it 3-1. And we're on to the Western Conference semifinals. Taking on Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Huerter's here. All right. Markelle Fultz won a 6th Man of the Year. It's a good team they got going there in Dallas. Can we win this matchup? I think we can. Okay, we're down 3-1. That's obviously not great. And we get bounced in 6, so that's not good. Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs do not take a step back now that we have traded for Darius Garland. And it's going to be a Cavs and a Pelicans finals. Cavs win it all. And holy Jared Allen. Oh, my God. All right, so, well, that is not the way we wanted year 2 to end, but it was a good season for us nonetheless. Obviously, we did trade our draft pick this season. It was obviously not going to be very valuable anyways, and it had actually value next offseason. I see that Chicago pick, and I'm hoping that works out for us, and nope, we do not have it. So it means we're going to have their unprotected pick next year. Just another trade asset for us. Good to see Popovich still not retiring. I actually probably should have checked on that before, in staff retirement, but I didn't. All right, so we're not going to have a high draft pick this year. We do have number 19 from the Toronto Raptors. In terms of what I kind of want to do, if I'm looking to make an upgrade anywhere, I mean, I don't see anything glaringly obvious. I think there maybe is a move somewhere, but I don't know exactly what it would be. So honestly, I think I'm just going to trade these draft picks at this point. I don't really think a first-round pick this year is going to help with anything in next season. I just don't believe that. So we'll do a trade here. Move all of our draft picks this year, and that's fine by me. Team player options: Wembanyama, yes. Branham and Sohan, yes. It's not often you can say that you have a 21-year-old MVP on a team option, which is obviously good. Qualifying offer: Şengün 100%. Have to get him back. He was very good for us. Did exactly what I was hoping he would, and he's kind of our major free agent. He wants about $25 million a year. I will give him hit after the moratorium period. So get Trey Jones back. That's big. Do not renounce Şengün, and we'll just kind of wait at this point, but. Overall, I mean, in terms of a major move, maybe there's one out there, but I don't want to really force the issue. So we'll see. We're gonna see if there's anything out there that I really like, and if there is, I'll make the trade. If not, I'll see you guys at the start of next year. We're gonna try to pick up Tyler Herro here from the Miami Heat. Now, Devin Vassell is not a guy that absolutely has to be moved, nor do I really want to move him, but I think Herro kind of puts us over the edge. He's been playing extremely well for Miami, and honestly, it's nothing against Devin Vassell. It could just be a shot tendency, but honestly, I think we have the capability to win it all next year, and I think Herro definitely helps us out with that. So I'd be willing to give up the draft picks. I'm going to try to keep this Bulls pick just in case. You can have this Cavs pick. You can have this actually, that actually sometimes is valuable. I've traded for that before. You can have this Hawks pick, and I don't know, what else is it going to take? You want a 2027 Hawks pick? Okay, cool. Welcome to the team, Tyler Herro. We're excited to have him here. Obviously, only 25 years old at that 88 overall. In terms of a potential new backup center, honestly, Mo Wagner it's fine by me. That's good enough. I will now see you guys at the start of year 3. After coming up short last year, we went ahead and made a major trade this past offseason. We added Tyler Herro to an already really good team, and I'm excited to see, hopefully, him put us over that kind of hump that we're at right now. So here's how it's going to look. It's Darius Garland, Tyler Herro, Keldon Johnson, Victor Wembanyama, Alperen Şengün. Bench unit, Malachi Branham, Jeremy Sohan, Trey Jones, Josh Hart, and Mo Wagner. I like it a lot. See you guys at the end of year 3. It is officially back-to-back MVPs for Victor Wembanyama. Another absolutely insane season. We won 66 games this year, and I am hoping that it is championship time here in San Antonio. Masala Bagyoka is your rookie of the year. Oh my God, Miami hit on another draft pick. Giannis is your DPOY. Oh my God, also wins most improved. Is it Jaime or is it Jaime? I think it's Jaime. And Greg Popovich is your coach of the year. You love to see it. Hopefully, our championship window is alive and well. I think it is. We had the far and away best record in all basketball. Here's a look at the numbers on the year. We basically had 3 guys scoring 21-plus points a game. You love to see it. You truly do. Who's going to be round 1? It's going to be the 8-seeded Denver Nuggets. Added Scary Terry, and this is a really good team that, again, probably shouldn't be a play-in team, but that's 2K for you. We're up 3-0 against them right now, and we sweep. Beautiful. Utah here in round 2. Sexton, DeJounte Murray. Okay. Markkanen, Denny of D-Howe, Walker Kessler. Lonzo coming off the bench. Interesting. I'm not sure what's going on in Utah, but that is it. Okay, we're not going to lose a playoff game because this would be sick. Oh, shit. OKC is such a pain in the ass to play against just because all their young players develop so well. We finally lose a playoff game. We actually lose 2K. Do not do this to me, thank God. That would have sucked. And we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks here in the NBA Finals. Trae Young, Kobe Bufkin. Is it Bufkin? Oh, it's Bufkin. Griffin, Sadiq Bey, Masal Bagyoka. There's just absolutely no way this team's beating us, right? There's just not a fucking chance. All right, we're here in Atlanta for Game 4, potential closeout game on the road. Can we wrap this thing up and sweep the Atlanta Hawks? That would be quite the way to cap off the video, and maybe not happen in this game. Doesn't look like it anyways. Yeah, no. So we're going back to San Antonio here for Game 5. Get it done on our home floor in front of the home fans. It's the way you want to do it anyways, let's be honest. And, yeah, I mean, it looks like we're just blowing them out of the water right now. So that's absolutely great. Obviously, I wouldn't mind getting a couple shots up with this team. I'll see you guys in there. We are about to cap off this video with a championship. Obviously, that is always fun. And I'm feeling good. We have a 30-point lead right now with 1:45 left to go here. And this has been a fun rebuild so far. I've really enjoyed this one. That is Keldon Johnson, and that is 2 points for him. You love to see it. I want Victor Wembanyama in. I mean, I'm just going to state the obvious right now. Just foul. Just for the love of God. Derek, just foul. Oh, my God. Or just score. Thank you. That works, too. Actually, no, it doesn't. I don't know what the hell I'm saying. Okay, jump ball. Perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. Just some sort of whistle that allows me to get Victor Wembanyama in is all I'm really asking for right now. And he's still not. What the fuck? Okay, Did I not put him in? I mean, he's been sitting on the sideline. Are we just ignoring what I'm asking for? I guess so. This is just way too easy. Wow, look at Darius Garland go up and dunk it. That's 30 for DG on the night, and this is exciting. This is very, very exciting. Can we just foul? Thank you. Oh, shit, he's fouled out. Shit. Yeah, I get Jones in there. Damn, okay, that was kind of a fuck up on my bad. If this was a close game, I'd be like really pissed at myself. But yeah, get Trey Jones in the game right now. I didn't realize Garland I obviously didn't realize Garland had 5 fouls. But Trey Jones is a capable backup. That's why we pay the man $10 million a year, whatever the hell we give him. And yeah, Victor Wembanyama, is he wearing number 11? Oh my God, look at this dude. He's an absolute cheat code, dude. I don't even know. I mean, he's absolutely ridiculous. That's the simplest way to say it. Dude, 7'5", he has 8 points in the paint so far. And oh, I thought he was going to get it. And that's Victor Wembanyama's 5th. Maybe that's why he was on the bench. But holy shit. Okay, we got to be careful with the fouls here. Şengün has 9, 8, and 8 on the night. He's like a poor man's Jokic. He really is. Oh, good God. All right, Hunter, just take your free throw. We're going to do one more offensive possession. Obviously, I do not want to sit through the finals ceremony. It just takes way too goddamn long. and let's hopefully wrap this up. I want to get a pick here from Victor Wembanyama and hopefully have him roll down. Oh my fucking God. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, I'd say I see you guys with the finals MVP, but I think we know what it's going to be. Oh my God. We cap off year 3 with a championship, which means this video is over, and Victor Wembanyama, surprise, surprise, is your finals MVP. So yeah, I mean, that's just kind of the way I've been doing the rebuilds with the young teams, is kind of just go till you win a championship. Now, obviously, I could go further and maybe win more, but I don't know. It's just, we've been doing so many rebuilds lately, I'd rather just kind of get the championships and just kind of call it a day. But I had a ton of fun with this one still. This was a hell of a team, and I could not be happier with the way this one turns out. So, yeah, I mean, as I kind of opened the video with, if you guys have any video ideas, of course, let me know down below in the comment section. And if you want to see that Q&A, whether it's later this week or early next week, whatever it may be, let me know as well. And if you don't, not a problem. Just let me know down below in the comment section. But, yeah, man, that wraps this one up. I had a ton of fun with this one, and we built a hell of a squad. This was a good one. I really did enjoy it. So, as always, thanks so much for watching. I love you guys. I'll catch you guys all in the next one.